like that's what's happening.
I mean, it depends if you want to race, I can stream it.
Nah, it's fine. I'm streaming. I think Band's joining back in a second. Alright, well we should be back and live now on track for quali for Tier 2 around Brazil. You sticking with us, Nut? May as well, since he's here. Sounds like a good enough reason for me. Now, I'm not sure if Band will join us again. I think he will. Yeah, there he is.
I have arrived.
He has arrived. The man. The mystery.
Yeah.
So, we're ready for...
Wet race.
Quali. It's a wet race, okay.
Yeah. Predicted light rain, so...
Spicy.
Yeah. Possibly intermediate start.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, that makes the inner me smile somewhat, because I love a bit of drama that will bring. That'll be awesome. Okay. We've got a nice 16 driver grid too.
A couple of guys making their debut.
We've got the Boom out there who watched Friday's F2 race would have seen. But I think this is his Tier 2 debut. We've got Smitty out there who we probably haven't seen too much of. But he's joined up and has potential. So this should be a good one.
Yeah, a few unknowns. So, interesting. See how things out.
Oh, part of me is a little bit sad I'm not racing now as well. I love a wet race. It seems to be a great equaliser for me. I actually seem to do alright in it. I think it's because it slows everyone else down.
Yeah, I found that as well. I'm not sure exactly why, but yeah, it does seem to flatten.
Yeah, it seems to work well with my driving style. I don't think I'm aggressive enough. I don't hit the curbs hard enough, so I'm slow and dry, but I can have a wet.
Getting messages that they're really quiet on the stream.
Oh, okay, hold on, let me try and sort that for some reason. Bob says you should be fine, so let's try and figure that out. It's probably Discord, to be honest with you.
Unless they're listening just to me, in which case that's normal, but...
Okay. Alright, let's see if that's any better.
Alright, so coach is on his flying lap. Coming across a bit of traffic. It's T-Max, that's the fastest time. 10.1 on the medium. Red Panda with a 9.5. They're coming in now. Ali with their 9.3. And Coach comes across the line with an 8.6.
Oh wow, that's T1 time. That's up there.
Good time that.
Just trying to get this bloody telemetry to show properly for me. There we go. Okay, should be okay.
The one thing I suppose is if it's going to be a wet race, then everyone will just want to do qualifying on the softest tyres possible. So it makes no difference to restart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt. I'd be surprised if I saw anyone not do a soft run.
So you said it was wet. Is it light rain or heavy rain or changing?
Light rain. That's all the information
Ooh,
on it.
that's all the weather gods gave us, so we don't even know if it's going to change. And we also know that this game likes to lie to us too.
That's right.
Often changes even when it says it's not going to. We've had rain when it says it's going to be all dry or overcast, so yeah, who knows. But, that's always exciting if it gets a bit heavier or if we have guys on wets and on inters at the same time. See how it plays out.
Shrimp up into second place with an 8.8.
Closer than I was expecting.
Well, being a short track, the times are going to be pretty tight, so...
That is true.
Except for poor old keeper, of course. So I'm just on board with the Boom right now. We'll see what he can do. He's setting a full lap.
Not sure what happened to Matt. Yeah.
I don't know, probably just usual McLaren luck, I suspect.
Ooh. Got a bit of oversteer coming out that corner.
So what he sets. Nothing. Must have been scrubbed off at some point.
Yeah.
It looked like he was on track for a 111, so just got to
Yeah, so
find some
111.9.
time.
He said.
Got to find some time somewhere. Is anyone else out on a hotline at the moment? Looks like Smitty is. I think it's his second run around on that set of tyres though.
Smitty up in 6th place at the moment. Not bad.
Pretty nice for a debut.
Yeah.
Bit of an unknown, of course. I don't know. Have you guys raced with him yet at all?
Did he do F2 the other day? I think he did. I think he did maybe 1-2 races, I'm not sure.
It's hard to tell with F2 as well because you can't really translate. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably different.
he's a bit of an unknown, so that'll be exciting. We'll see how he goes. Because he's up into 4th now, so well, he seems to have some speed. 109.3. If he's up ahead of Ali, he's doing pretty well. T-Max set a purple first sector there, 16.8. Oh, and I jumped on him and gave him the old commentator's curse, and he spins it as soon as we get vision. So he's lost most of his front wing, so staying 11th for now. Jump on board with Red Panda, we'll see what he can do. Apparently Revo taught Impulse how to handle the wet. Oh, so Impulse the protege.
Well, the proof will be in the pudding.
One to keep an eye on. As Red Panda scrubs that lap. We'll jump on board with Impulse. He's about to hit a bit of traffic. If he makes his way through that, okay. Got Williams ahead of him.
Combat's on the lap and he's half a second up, he said.
Oh, and Impulse has pulled out of the lap. That's a shame. He obviously didn't think he was going to improve.
Oh, Skins did a bit of a
Braking stopped in the middle of pit lane for some reason for a second there. On board with Ali. Now, he is technically on a fast lap as CK spun right in front of him. Well, CK's spent a lot of time going backwards in recent times. He's spun a fair few times in F2, I think.
Yeah, hasn't had the greatest of luck of late. Got off to a great start, wins in every race.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of the old thunderfoot going on at the moment. Just losing the rear end.
Ali jumps up into third place.
Impressive lap there, 109.1. Hoping he can squeeze into the 108s in his last run. Got anyone else on a fast one? Looks like
Shrimp finishing his lap.
Shrimp's finishing his lap. What did he come across?
Doesn't improve.
Didn't improve, unfortunately. Keepers on and out lap probably. It was a bit messy. So he's got a score on this one. We'll see who else.
T-Mac might be about to start a lap, I think.
I think Jacob's just started one as well.
Okay, we'll jump on with Jacob. He's a little bit further ahead, and then we'll come back to T-Mac. See what Jacob can put through. He should have learned a bit from sitting in the commentary box. He was careful not to be critical. So it doesn't look silly.
T-Mac 1.5 tenths up sector 1.
Not a personal best for Jacob in the first sector. But one thing he did say is you can certainly gain a lot of time through the second sector here. It's easy to go wrong. I saw a few guys, I think, in the T1 stream. Gus, he was down on his time in the first sector and he managed to improve pretty substantially. He went purple in the first sector, I think. So as Jacob does improve up to 6 with that lap, he went purple in the third sector. There you go. Exactly.
T-Mac. I think T-Mac was 6 tenths up so far.
T-Mac improves as well. There you go, 109.4. So just a tenth between those two. Pretty close there in the mid-pack. We've got third place, a 109.1. All the way down to 10th, there's a 109.5.
And then it drops off quite a lot after that.
Yeah, but those guys were just getting caught up on dirty laps. This coach goes purple first sector. Just coming up to a little bit of traffic.
So they probably won't get too much in the way there.
Might even get a cheeky toe. No, they've pulled out the side.
2 tenths up.
Might run out of ERS just before the finish. Should cost a little bit on the top end, but still good enough for 108.3. Provisional pole by a good 5 tenths there. Pretty impressive lap.
It's quite a nice buffer.
Got Panda on the lap, but he hasn't improved in the first sector so far, nor in the second. Let's see if he stays with the lap or not. I don't think he will. No, he's pulled out, I don't think.
Impulse is just finishing his lap. Is that 3 tenths up or something? Jumps up into the 4th.
Flurry side by side for now.
Got Combat just about to start his lap.
Going forward with the Mercedes.
Pretty clean lap so far. Oh, he's run wide.
Ah, what a shame.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
absolute torpedo goes off across the front of me.
don't know what happened there.
Don't even know who that was. It was just a blur. I think it was the other Mercedes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure they were following each other.
that was,
Bit of a whoopsies there.
yeah, that was a
Toto won't be happy.
death fist slammer if I've ever seen one for Toto, for sure. That was,
Combat's gone. Yeah. No, what was that?
Well, that was Baboon.
So, Combat's going to go for another run. He's got enough DRS to get himself around. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to pull out a blinder, though. Just going to stay on with Combat and see what he does. Although his teammate just went purple first sector, maybe we'll jump up to him and see what he's doing. He was 3/10 faster than Combat. Old Skinsy. Even though he's just about out of ERS, which is a shame.
So Ali jumps up into second. We're in a front row at the moment.
Looks like Skins is going to run out of ERS before the finish, which is a shame, but it's still going to be a decent
It's a
lap.
tiny, yeah.
Oh, he does improve, but it's only by a couple of thousandth. Combat improved as well. It was also not by much, not enough to change position. So the only one you have to think is really out of place right now would be T-Mac. He's a bit below where he'd hoped to be. We tend to expect him to be running up somewhere near the podium positions.
And he is on the lap at the moment, so...
There's Williams sitting in front of him. Bit of dirty air through this sector won't help him.
But he may benefit from a tow down the main straight.
Yeah, absolutely. Swings and roundabouts. Hopefully Sudix actually knows he's there. Doesn't look like it's going to matter though. Zudix might be on a lap himself, to be honest. Not too sure. He's definitely getting a tow. He looks around the outside, but...
Don't invalidate now, son.
Oh. Well, he improved.
But not enough.
Not enough, nice. In ninth. It's very tight there. He's only 4/10 off third place. But, tight enough's not good enough, apparently.
Oof.
As quali is all but done. Shrimp and Panda still on laps, and that's it. We'll see if they can improve.
And there is 2 cents up, I think, said. Not going to be enough to get Conley though.
Ooh! Jumps up into second with a blinder of a lap there.
He takes away the front row lockout from Renault.
Ah,
Oof. Oof, 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 oof.
I see.
Ferrari always
Shrimp-
wanting to
Shrimp beats
hold that.
Shrimp beat Ali at the last second as well.
Yeah, so he did. So poor Ali's a little bit of a loser there on the old track evolution last lap cheese.
Well,
Much a second covering the top 9.
But if you needed a spinner to get thrown, well, it's gotten thrown. We've got some rain coming. So
yeah, I mean they'll pretty much throw all the quality positioning out the window essentially anyway. So
Yeah, it'll be who can keep their front wing intact and keep it on the track.
Pretty much.
And there goes C.
Did I just crash again?
It says you left.
Oh, for freak's sake, it's doing the exact same thing as last time. Must be the telemetry app running in the background. It's got to be. It's alright when the session's going, but when it's not. Alright, hold on. Hopefully I can be quicker and join before the freaking race starts to stop.
Well, this still says waiting for players, so you should be good.
Yeah, it's probably waiting for me. Okay, exited that. Well, you said there goes C. It's almost as if I'm making a habit of it. Alright.
How you looking?
Yeah, it should be joining back up now. For some reason, I think you guys just went ultra loud. Turn it down again. I don't know, who knows what's going on. OBS, F1. No, none of them like to talk to each other too well. But we should be okay. Loading the game again, so we should be back in time. Last time for Tier 1 it made me do the bloody driver creation again as I loaded the game. I was like, oh, not now, please. But not this time, we're in the session. Here we go. Right. Right, I'm in. And we're looking at pit lane.
Yeah, it still says waiting for players for me.
Yep.
And Ben's gone to into the other chat to see what's happening.
Now I've got the dog going. Sky, come here. Oh, when it rains, it pours, evidently. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. We're still waiting for cars to load in by the look of it, so not a lot of action to talk about just yet.
Well, it says session starting in 20 seconds, it says. So
Okay.
it should be back to normal soon.
Looks like just Zudix and Tominator. So Tominator a late joiner there.
Yeah, it might be that. Which...
Are you back?
Yes, I'm in and looking at the grid as they are away for their formation lap. So it looks like Inters are the goer. See if anyone's on something else. No, everyone's on Inters. So we start a clean getaway.
So there's some reports that Keeper may have some setup issues and it may have glitched to a different setup.
Oh, really? Far out. Okay.
Yeah, and Tominator, as he missed qualifying, he'll be on a stock setup. And I think something happened with Matt's setup as well, but I'm not too sure what exactly. Just Codemasters things, I guess.
Just
Chaotic.
Cody's things. Yeah. Alright, so doesn't look like Coach is going to back him up too much. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do we really have any wet weather heroes out there? I should keep an eye on. We've been told, apparently, that Impulse has been trained by the man himself, Revo, so we'll keep an eye on him, eh?
Well, Connolly's sometimes. I think he's done alright in the wet, but sometimes he struggles. Depends on the races.
Yeah, okay.
From what I've seen in the past, since member.
There's a few guys we haven't really seen in the wet, so
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's not raining
bad.
like massively, so we'll see.
5 red lights. And
we're still sitting here, and off they go. Looks like the Renault in 4th got the best start. And so did Impulse, flies up the outside. So head into turn 1, and it's a Renault and then 2 Ferraris. Oh, contact there for Shrimpo into the side, and then it's...
oh, there's a McLaren going around.
And then my
Lots of front wing.
controller's disconnected. So.
Shrimps all the way down in last place.
Oh, what a terrible start for him after such a good quali.
Lots of people missing front wing end plates, and Sadie's boys getting very close to each other there.
Shrimp just tried to dive up the
and
inside.
Keeper.
Oh no, Keeper's out. That's a wheel gone. Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Matt's missing his half his front wing.
So we've just got bodies everywhere as I'm on board with Tominator, who just gets turned pit maneuver style by the boom. Got lucky to catch that. It's not going to get swallowed up by T-Mac. And the Williams at the back still fighting it out. Farmer Dingo. Contact all around the field.
Jacob's missing one end plate as well.
So absolutely anything but a clean start.
Apart from right at the front.
Apart from Coach and 2 Ferraris who had great starts off the line. Smitty as well, some nice benefit. It's like 4 positions like Smitty and CK 5, so CK managed to keep his nose clean through all the carnage.
T-Max missing an end plate as well.
Finally starting to get some intervals that look like numbers, but they're all over the shop unfortunately on my end. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, with gaps of 1:20 and
Hopefully they'll sort themselves after another lap or 2. Shrimpo manages to make a move on the boom. Mercury's in the pit. I know what said he was. I guess he was coming out of one and swapped a wing.
Shrimp's making a good recovery from way back in dead last up into 11th already.
Well, certainly know he's got the speed. I mean, this track doesn't look all that wet at the moment. It's like it started out dry but raining, and now it's slowly getting wetter. This Impulse sets a 1:21 as the first real lap. So some just peeled off for the pit. T-Max in the pit. Okay. So we'll just jump up with Ali. He's fighting Smitty. Impulse gets around Coach. Okay. See that one coming. See if Coach has any answer. Apparently wet race hero is Impulse. Training's gone well. Oh no. Another spin in the back of sector 1.
Oh, the boom.
Oh, he's out.
Goes boom.
Saw Williams going slow. Yeah, the boom's out. Side of the track down the straight. So he either got loose on the rear end or he got a touch. So we've got a virtual safety car, so everyone's tiptoeing around. I absolutely hate these virtuals because I can't keep a delta. Saved my life. Like,
And half the time the delta doesn't work properly.
yeah, it doesn't work properly, or it just suddenly changes as you're slowing down, and I always tend to lose time to the car behind me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think a lot of it also depends on where you actually get on track. If you're lucky and you get in like part A of the track, you're okay. But if you get in part B of the track, then you're screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
The timings seem to have fixed themselves on my end.
Yeah, that looks sorted here too. So
Yep, same.
hopefully that's all of the bugs that Cody's throw our way. So we're on board with Sminny up the back of Red Panda. Closest interval looks like combat on CK. We'll see what's... Oh no, is that Tominator? We've got a 5-second speeding penalty in pit lane.
Yep.
So he's down in last place. Qualified last as well, of course, in this quality. That's not what he would have been looking for.
Shrimp tucked up behind the back of Zudix here.
Yeah, we've got a nice little train. He's about to catch up to another one. You'll just be able to see the whole battle from Shrimp's perspective. Yeah. All tiptoeing around. There really seems to be a lack of grip through that middle sector. Oh, flies up the back of Zudix, gives him a little punterino.
There goes some end plate. Last thing he wanted.
Yeah, these aren't the conditions where you don't want a full wing, and he's going to dive into the pit.
Well, don't go speeding.
Oh, he's sped. What? Oh, just made it.
Very close. Well done.
Yeah, it's hard to judge that because the braking zone's so much different in the pit lane when it's wet too. Don't pull up what you do.
I'm back.
Tominator retires as he spun out in the middle sector. Something's happened. Let's see if we can see a carcass. Oh, he has DNF. It's our third one so far. Just a yellow flag at this point.
It'd be interesting to see if Shrimp now goes to the end, possibly on these tyres, or whether he pits again.
On the left, so just hit into the wall. Not sure whether he had anyone around him. But Impulse at the moment maintaining the lead, half a second back to coach. And Red Panda in third, followed by Smitty and Ali. A nice second cushion between those guys, and a bit of a gap back to CK80 and Skins, which is our mid-pack battle. Just on board with the coach. Looks like he's going to try and battle through that first set of chicanes onto the straight. A little bit harder in the wet, of course. No DRS, and DRS is quite a blessing around here. Certainly got a lot of overtakes in the first race in T1 thanks to it.
It is quite powerful around here.
Needs to be too, because you lose so much time in that little sector following a car, but without the DRS to make up for it, you definitely want track position here. Impulse pretty slow through that middle sector, but this coach looks up the inside. It's pretty bold if you want to go for a
he's struggling a bit suddenly for some reason. Maybe he's overheated his tyres, or maybe not enough temperature, I don't know.
Pretty straight on the exit there though. Much different line, goes a bit deeper to straighten the car out and get on the power. Breaks the toe as well. So yeah, it's going to be really tough to get overtakes anywhere that's not a corner, I think, in this race. Unless the rain changes. If they want to overtake it, looks like it's going to have to be a hell of a dive bomb. So all the sectors, apart from the one we're watching at the moment, are outside the 1 second mark. Intervals.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a battle up front at the moment.
T-Mac's usually quite good in the wet. Just keeping one eye open. He's bringing that gap down to Farmer Dingo.
Yeah, Farmer Dingo.
Just jump on board with him real quick. Made up a good half a second down that straight. Oh,
I was just about to.
I do that every time.
I was literally just about to say that looks like a bit of a cheeky corner cut and bouncy.
He's going to get this move on Farmer Dingo anyway. I think Dingo might be
Farmer
carrying
Dingo.
wing damage.
Yeah, he's got one in-plate missing.
And T-Max stopped as well.
Yeah, T-Mac got a new wing put on, I think, early. T-Mac's usually pretty good in the wet. The controller does okay in it, but he might be on the wheel tonight, I'm not sure. Still get the grips with him.
It looks like he might be on the wheel.
It's
Yeah,
pretty smooth,
the
isn't
steering
it?
movement, yeah. Just spin the wheel.
So that might be why he's not quite where he usually is. As Coach has gone the inside of Impulse in the first corner. Hasn't made it stick. Impulse really smooth. Doesn't look that fast, but smooth is fast. As we know.
Oh, T-Mac, he's lost it. He's
Oh,
spun
no.
off.
Ooh, it's like, that ghost saved him then from getting absolutely cleaned up. Gets going again, but he's going to be last as Shrimpo flies past.
I don't think he pressed reset to track there. I think.
Yeah, I think the game put it back because we were so far off, I
So
think.
far off, yeah, I've been in that situation before.
Farmer Dingo pits for a new wing, I'd suspect. Yes,
It's unfortunate if T-Mac took a lot of time.
he did. All that hard work, that overtake on Dingo. But, there's still time, and there's no doubt going to be more incidents. There might even be a safety car at some point. Who knows?
TK's holding up well so far, he's starting 6th. Best of the rest, kind of thing.
Yeah, CK doing quite well actually.
Jump on board as he runs wide.
He's got skin for company behind him.
So he might be, he might come to his own in the wet a little bit like I do. A slower pace might help him. Skins uses all of the track and then a bit of the grass. Ali closing the gap on Smitty ever so slightly. Still on board with Coach. Closes right up on Impulse through that second sector. Through this corners, he's pretty aggressive on it, but he doesn't seem to get the corner exit that Impulse does. Can't seem to put the power down quite as smoothly. Not using any ERS, and they clearly don't trust the rear grip. See if he can get a run up onto the straight here, whether he'll use it. No, he's going to leave it sit at 100%. There we go, he throws it in an overtake. This Impulse runs really wide into the grass, that'll hurt.
Yeah, Colin's got a good run.
Oh, but not... Oh, he's going to outbrake it. Pull it up in time. Runs a bit wide, but he should be okay. As Impulse cuts, which is a bit of a disaster. And Coach looks like he's got the move done. We'll see if Impulse is brave enough to go up the inside. No, he won't. He'll pull out. Live to fight another day. And there you have it. One little mistake by Impulse and move done. Coach did what he had to do.
So that means Conley pretty much has a 3-second buffer now. To
Yeah.
Impulse anyway, regardless where he finishes.
Long way to go though. Coach might get a penalty of his own. You never know.
That is true. That is true.
It's already 1.5 seconds back.
Yeah, he's falling off just that bit. Picked up a lot of grass clipping. He might have had a bit of dirt on his tyres. He's lost a good second to Red Panda as well. So he's now in a little battle with his Ferrari teammate too.
Ali catching Smitty, ready knots.
He's had a good run on him.
And then we dive around the outside. Smitty's parked in the middle of the corner. Pretty good. No cut. Throws it up into overtake rally. And so is Smitty.
Yeah, he's too far back.
Way too far back, unfortunately, this time. If he keeps that pressure on, he'll have the ERS advantage this time next lap. DRS enabled.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, so apparently it's dry enough for DRS, so this
It's not
guy's...
dry to me though.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, there isn't any spray anymore, so...
Everyone's still on the intermediate tyre.
It's pretty damn rare that they actually turn DRS on while there's visible rain, no? Maybe at least wait for it to stop and the track to start to dry.
I mean, it could also be like our perspective glitch, because we've had that before, like someone sees it's raining and it's not actually raining on track, so... That has happened in the past, so...
What are their lap times at the moment? They're still doing wet lap times. Still a good 10 seconds off the dry pace. So.
Ali's going to have a run here. DRS is open.
What a blessing for him.
5-second time penalty for Impulse.
Speeds in
the
the
plane.
Is he going to be the first one?
Oh, it's very tight between these two into turn 1. He's got the inside line.
So Impulse is the first one to put the medium tyres on.
Wheel to wheel, almost contact. Oh, this is just a drag race now. But Smitty has the inside line. And looks like he's going to hold it as Ali got up onto the curb, which won't help his exit.
So Red Panda pitted for a new wing. I think he put the wrong tyres on, because he's still on the intermediates. It's supposed to dry tyres, so that's going to screw him, probably.
Oh, combat's on hards.
Yep. Going to end, I guess.
Impulse on the mediums.
Okay.
Skins mediums, Jacob mediums.
Alright. Well,
Expect dicey combat sliding around quite a lot.
so
CK's pulling away from Impulse.
it looks like it's still wet enough, eh?
Yeah.
It looks to me like it's getting heavier, if anything, so I'm a little bit confused about that. Oh, as Ali loses the rear end, that'll ruin his run on Smitty. I'm going to put up telemetry. I've just got to do it.
Stays out.
I've got to do it. I've got to see wet versus dry.
Smitty, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane.
Well, that equalises out with Impulse, doesn't it? So we throw in the mediums. T-Max closing up on Shrimpo.
CK18 to provisional third at the moment. As things stand.
Not to pit, but we may not have to. We'll see what this rain does. I mean, if it keeps raining, we just stay on those inters.
Impulse just gets past Smitty. Coming out of the pits.
Laps time. Oh, Shrimpo! Hits the curb and runs wide. He doesn't lose it, but he loses the spot to T-Mac. That's a good second, 2 seconds there. Let's go on board with Smitty and see how these two guys handle this medium tyre on this damp track. Damp's being kind, honestly.
It still looks fairly treacherous on the dry tyres.
Can't see anything looking like a racing line to me. I'd have to think Combat would be struggling on a hard compound. Wouldn't be too much grip on him.
Conley's pissing, and he's put intermediate tyres on again.
The wheel spin there on exit Impulse wasn't too impressive.
Is that just me? Because on my screen, coach shows he's still got
looks like
inters.
Inters.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely Inters. Telemetry
Might
says
be a
Inters
gamble.
as well. So he's gambling that it's going to keep raining or rain harder. At the moment, that lap, the impulse was a 1:23.3 on the mediums, which was almost the exact same pace as CK80 in front of it. So at the moment, it's right on that crossover period of which tyre's faster.
That's always a gamble when it's like these conditions. It's either works out either a treat or a disaster.
Panda just set fastest lap of the race on a set of inters, fresh ones, at 1:20. So I'm not sure it's dry enough for those mediums, to be honest. I think you're kind of wasting them right now. Obviously it's easy to say from up here, but no doubt they would have had Jeff in their ear telling them absolute nonsense.
Impulse is catching CK80 a bit.
Coach has just gone purple second sector on that set of inters. See what Impulse crosses this line at, because this was a relatively clean lap. Didn't have to compete with anyone. It's a 1:22.5. Sector 2 yellow flag. Someone's had an off, have they? Sudix in the pit. Okay, so we've brought that in. Panda sets fastest lap again at 1:20, so I'm going to say the fresh inters are 2 seconds faster than these mediums at the moment. So it might have been a little bit of a masterstroke there by Coach and Panda.
Yeah, it just depends how the weather changes, really.
Yeah, but if it does change in the next 5 laps or so and dry out again, I mean, those guys on the mediums have really gained anything. They'll be sitting on worn mediums by then. Skins comes in for a set of softs. Okie dokie. He's gambling that there's going to be another stop needed at some point.
That is quite brave. Or maybe foolish, we'll see.
Well, it's something. Certainly something.
Coach sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, so those guys on fresh inners are doing 1:20s, whereas Impulse, Smitty, Jacob on these mediums are doing 1:22s. Smitty just broke into the 1:21s.
CK, 5-second time penalty.
That's a shame.
It is a shame because he's running top 7.
And he's put on the inters as well.
Yeah.
So they're gambling that it's going to rain heavier, whereas these other guys are gambling that it's going to dry. There we go. Looks like Smitty's making a move up the inside. Impulse out on the curb.
Impulse looks like he's got some end plate damage.
That's certainly won't be
He's
helping.
not going to be helping him. Coach is catching up to Ali. I think the gap when he after he pitted was like 10 seconds or something. Now he's down to 6.5. Oh, Impulse in the wall.
Oh. He's lost the whole wing, but he's not out as he reverses onto the track and then stops. He's ghosted at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Is that AI messing him up maybe?
He's going to get disqualified if he doesn't do so.
Yeah, he's retired from the session. Well, that's a real shame for Impulse because he had good pace today. He was on for a podium. If the tyre strategy worked out, that is.
Yeah, he was definitely very quick.
So, wise words from Revo, I think they helped, but unfortunately couldn't get it done.
So do you have the telemetry?
I certainly do.
Yeah. How's Ali's tyres looking? If he's got.
Let me just double check his tyre status. Hold on, I was just looking at his times rather than that.
The only person yet to stop.
Let me say, they ain't good. His rears are in 76%, and the fronts are in the 60s.
Not ideal.
So
He might have been just waiting to see as long as possible to see what the weather was going to do before pitting, I suspect. He's pissing out.
Yep, there we go.
He's
So
pissing.
probably a smart call that. See where he comes out.
No 5-second time penalty.
He's still lapping pretty quickly, so I don't think an undercut or overcut's really going to hurt him too much in this case. The guys on the fresh inders that pitted for those are the ones that have really won so far in the pit stop battle. So they've been
Close with Smitty.
They've been a good second or so lapping faster than the guys on the mediums.
Smitty comes around turn 2.
Oh, leaves me just in front.
And he'll have the pace to hold it. It's a Renault 1-2 at the moment. And the ghosted Farmadingo in the middle of them. Shrimpo's trundling down pit lane. He'll come out just in front of Jacob. Some compound he wants to throw on. Ooh, unfortunately. I saw Farmadingo go right through him. I forgot he was ghosted for a second.
Yeah, excuse me.
Just about had my heart sink. Smitty doesn't have his telemetry on, so I can't see what his tyres are like. Neither does Jacob. Neither does Dingo, so I can't tell what the mediums are at the moment. Fortunately, temperature-wise, they look okay though. Should expect. You'd only expect them to be too cold rather than too hot. Jacobs look like they're still in the right window. So here's something to watch. Will Smitty be able to make time up on Ali or lose time with those mediums versus a fresh set of inders? It looks like at the moment lose time. This range just sort of set in. I don't think it's changing at the moment. It's just enough to be annoying.
How close it is to, you know, being able to run on those dries.
Yeah.
You know, if the rain eases up just a little bit, you think it might tip it in favour of the dry tyre.
Yeah, it's absolute borderline. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff was giving him the old change of strategy every lap, to be honest. It's just losing maybe 0.2 a sector to Ali. This meant the skins goes fastest lap on the first set of softs. So there is pace out there for him. See what Smitty and Ali come across and set as a fast lap. Ali a 120.6 and Smitty a 121 flat. So it's definitely still borderline, which is the better tyre at the moment.
No, he's just gotten out of DRS range now, I think.
In that case, I'd probably rather be on the first set of inters, just because they'll be slightly easier to handle, I would think. Less slidey. Smitty's made some time up there though on the straights.
Oh yeah, a lot of time.
And again, so corner exit seemed to be going alright for him. Shrimpo picks up 3 seconds.
Maybe the tables have turned.
It's definitely a lap by lap basis. It's almost a sector by sector basis, to be honest.
Yeah.
Seems in the middle sector the inter's the tyre you want, but that first sector you want to be in the mediums. See what Macri Dabri has come in and got a fresh set of softs as well, so we'll see what we can do. Sitting in a pretty good position there in 6th and having a pit stop done. There's a good chance the guys in front of him will have to pit again if it dries out. So that's the gamble. All those guys on inters right now want it to stay raining, and the others don't.
Yeah, you can go to the end now with soft tyres. Last about 15 laps.
Smitty right up on Ali now. He's ready to make a move. He was purple first sector there, Smitty, so maybe the dry compounds are just starting to turn on.
Ooh, 3 wide into turn 1. That's a bit spicy.
T-Mac looks like he's going up the inside there with Zudix. That's a bit early though. But have the better exit. Ooh, there's contact and T-Mac's into the wall. Oh man. And Jacob, they're both cleaned up. Both out of this race. I think Jacob was just a innocent bystander on that one. It came around the corner to a T-Mac that had spun off into the track. Zudix and T-Mac came together in mid-corner. There was a bit of a squeeze.
Smitty having a look at Ali.
So Smitty got that move done on Ali while we were watching chaos.
Somehow no safety car again.
Oh yeah.
Yes again.
Yeah, we got a virtual earlier on for far less. Who knows, my friends, who knows?
Smitty is catching Conley now.
Okay, so Ali's gone for the pit. He says these inters aren't doing it for me anymore. So
Well, if the track's drying up, you want to get off those wet tyres.
yeah, you want to be on the
Ongoing
compound.
fresh set of softs.
So now the question will be on Coach. He's got a nice buffer, but that can disappear quick if it's the wrong compound to be on. Another fastest lap there for a soft runner and Matt. Definitely looks like it's switched over, but you never know, it could start raining again. Game tends to break weather up into 5-minute patterns, doesn't it? So wait a couple of minutes, it might change again.
Conley pissing.
So he's got an 18-second gap, so it's going to be damn close when he comes out.
He will put on the soft tyres, so he will have an advantage.
Yeah, the Smitty's worn mediums.
Nice clean stop.
Most importantly, no speeding.
Yes, Smitty will probably just about get past. Yeah, he does get past, but Conley should be able to catch him fairly easily, I thought.
Zudix with the penalty.
It's been a pretty penalty-free race so far. There's only a smattering across the field of 3-second ones. And the odd speed. So Coach already within the second mark of Smitty. Don't know how much of a fight he's going to be able to put up to him. I think
Ali's already taken out 2 and a bit seconds.
Skin's fastest over the race in 18.8. So it's still 8 seconds slower than a normal dry track, but faster than an intense track.
Conley is all over him. He's going to go straight past.
Got the DRS, yep.
Oh, Smitty is pushing. Interesting.
Well, he's got the gap back to Ali where he'll probably come out ahead of Ali and stay in second. So I guess he's just accepting that.
Oh, no,
back.
Alan lost it. Oh, no.
What happened?
He lost it on the last corner.
Don't
coming
enter
up
the track there. There we go. Now you can go, mate. Go, 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 go. CK's going to come up and overtake him, I think. Poor CK's sort of stuck. He's on those inters. If he pits now, he'll come back out in 6th, but he might be gambling, hoping it rains again.
At least he hasn't broken his wing. That's something, I suppose.
Oh, he was doing so well.
He still has a chance for 4th place, which is what he was on for anyway, wasn't it? So,
Well, Smitty's come out behind Red Panda.
where the hell did Red Panda come from? He wasn't even in the equation for a second. Looking to make that move up on CK. He should, given the tyre compound difference.
Squirmy for a pedal there.
So we've got 10 laps to go. Coach with a pretty comfortable 20-second lead. He flies up the inside of CK. Couldn't do much about that.
CK's going to have to pit.
And he's going to come in this time, yeah. So sure, he was losing quite a bit of time compared to the others. He was still
He's the last person who was on the inters, so...
He was lapping on the 122s, whereas everyone else was in the 19s.
Yeah, he probably should have pitted about 3 or 4 laps ago, probably.
Might have just been hoping it rained again. In which case it would have been a master stroke, but sort of what you have to do in the midfield, take a gamble. Win big, lose big. So he will come back out in 9th, well ahead of combat. So we've lost 6 runners, unfortunately, and a couple of them were on for a damn good finish. So the wet race strikes again.
Coach sets another fastest lap.
Really any battles on track at the moment. There's only a bit of a gap. I'll stay on with Smitty and see if he can close up the Panda.
We should theoretically be able to, but...
Should be a much faster competition. Should be able to take a second a lap out of him, you'd think. Not made quite the inroads I would have thought. It's made up about 3 or 4 tenths this lap. Been a bit squirmy on the exits there. I have to think with this rain, the tyre wear is going to be a lot less and the softer compounds.
It's just within a second. Oh, he's just
I don't
fucking
think he's
out.
going to get it. He's in hot lap
I
mode.
don't know.
Oh, he does get it.
He does.
It's going to be too far back though, surely, to make a move, but it'll help him for the next straight. He sets the fastest up the race in the process, so 1:18.2. It was almost exactly a second faster than Panda that lap.
And here's a look.
Oh! Panda shuts the door on him.
I don't know if there's wing damage there.
There is,
Yeah,
there's
he's
no
lost it.
implant.
Whether you had it gone before already, I'm not sure, but
That hit, you'd have to think it would take
definitely gone now.
it. I don't know, Mr. Stewart.
I don't know.
You might want to replay of that one. He did.
Yeah.
He didn't move too much under braking, but he moved probably a foot to the right, I think. Just enough. He was well ahead, but tough that. You have to wonder why Smitty was trying to go around the outside. He should be trying to drive up the inside as he wasn't covering it. It's a bit deep under the grass. That won't help the run. Fall out of DRS, he'll still get it, but he's losing time on the straight rather than gaining.
Might be better off just trying to stay in DRS. You know, he's got front wing damage and make a move nearer to the end.
Yeah. Save a bit of ERS as well. I mean, Panda's tyres aren't going to get any faster compared to him, so...
Then again, those softs won't last forever.
What are they now? They're 4 laps. Should be able to get 7 more laps out of them though when it's wet like this, wouldn't you? Like, I'm not going to wear as much.
Going past Skins. Main Street.
Let's see if Skins fights him for it. Skins gets the cut there. Saw that coming and then he runs wide and now he's thought about heading into the grandstand, but he thought better of it.
Smitty really struggling now.
Panda's, you know, Kunai likes to rave about Panda's car control, you know, he can put that thing where he wants it, so he should be good in the wet. His corner exits. I think it's kind of blown my mind that we've had DRS for a good 20 odd, 25 laps, but it's been raining the whole time. So, you know, this track just doesn't dry or get wet. As Dingo picks up a speeding penalty to compound his woes back in 11th place. In fact, he's so far back he's probably getting lapped. So he exits the pit lane. Coach is coming up back, about to head onto the pit straight, so he'll be close to getting lapped. He doesn't put in some fast laps.
Smitty doing very well to try and stay with Red Panda. Car just doesn't want to turn in now.
Yeah, that wing piece is really hurting through that middle section for sure.
Yeah, especially in these wet conditions. Oh, he's gone very deep into turn 1.
Still going to have DRS and try and drag back up there, but
Yeah, I find sometimes when I've got DRS open, I forget that you have the extra speed come into a corner. And so then when you actually brake in a normal place you would do without DRS.
yeah,
And then you actually go flying past the apex.
you're 20 k's faster than you think you
Yeah,
would be,
happens quite often to me anyway.
Skins 5 seconds speeding in pit lane. Far out. Oh, and Farmer Dingo picks up another 3 seconds. It's having the day from hell back there, old Dingo. Coach, fastest lap of the race in 18.2. So, Smitty not quite able to make the inroads we thought he would on this compound. Just a little bit messy when it's needed to be clean certain times of the lap.
Yeah, very unfortunate about that contact. I reckon he might have been able to get past him if it wasn't for that. Back now on the back of Zudix.
Ooh, Panda made a mistake there though. He ran really deep. Just gives me a chance again. It's sort of the battle that just doesn't want to die. Doesn't want to go anywhere, but it doesn't want to die either. So the combat fires up the inside of Zudix.
Zudix not wanting to give it up.
Slowed down the straight, but he did well in the braking zone.
Combat has a look up the inside. Zudix brakes later. Holds the position.
Conservative there by Combat. He could have made a meal of it. Could have tried to force the issue. CK 3 seconds. It's a shame. Penalties are starting to add up now. Zudix pretty loose in the old rear end.
Will Skins be able to get in on this action? Fresher mediums, slower tyre, but brand new.
Oh, he's going to try it again. Here we go.
Got a good run on him.
Oh, he brakes early again. Brakes
Very
early.
early. Trying to get a better exit for the second run.
Which he should do.
He's very close.
Oh, he'll get this done before the braking zone. Should be able to park it right in front of him. Oh, they're still side by side though. Zudix is not giving this up easy. Combat pulls out again.
Combat maybe took off a little bit too much speed there. This has brought Skins right in on it. Right behind Combat now.
Zudix's rear end is just loosey-goosey through there. He's really struggling to get the power down out of corners.
What's going to happen here at Team Mercedes? Are they going to be team orders?
Oh, Zudix again. A little bit loose.
Oh, that's compromised him a lot. You'd think Combat's going to get the job done here.
Surely.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, look,
Oh.
Skins is in behind. He wants to capitalise on this. Combat gets the move.
almost a Verstappen Ocon.
Oh, Zudix is going to... Oh, contact there with Skins and Zudix. No damage though. Got away with that, but he's lost 2 spots in one foul corner. Zudix. Just 2 laps to go. Do we have any answer?
Combat's pulling to the side there for some reason.
Second gap there, Zudix on Skin, so the Combat Rat. Let's get a 3-second time penalty there now, just to rub it in. And Shrimpo ignoring the blue flag penalty, so Shrimpo's ghosted at the moment.
Well, that's because he's being lapped.
Yeah, but
It's a new feature from Codemaster.
It's kind of a bit dumb because blue flags become irrelevant if the cars are ghosted, so
Yeah.
either have one or the other, but don't have
It's
both.
a double
That's
dip
stupid.
sort of penalty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get ghosted and blue flag. It's like,
'Cause if the car's ghosted, it's not going to get in the way anyway, so
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, the ghost.
Obviously not
don't
wanting to
show
go a lap down.
Yeah. So, anyway,
Coach sets the fastest lap.
we'll see if he takes it
the race.
to the steward room as Combat loses it on the last corner, but he's safe. So, Skins and Zoots stay in the room.
Currently wins by over 30 seconds.
Hell of a drive from him.
It's a big gap.
And he's going to bring it home in second, and he should keep it.
Oh, well, let's see what happens to the penalties, I guess.
He hasn't got any, I don't think, for Panda, so he'll be okay. Smitty's got a few, but not enough. Stay third. Maybe fourth. Should stay there. Ali's got no penalties either, from my understanding, so he'll be in fifth. Shrimpo's still halfway around the course. There's a couple of penalties himself, but CK80 has more, so he should be okay to bring it home in sixth. A little bit of a tale of what could have been for a few guys out there.
Yeah, quite a chaotic race.
Some real messy stuff. T-Mac and Jacob. Oh, he just impacted before he even crossed the line. He was lucky he did. But, yeah, Jacob was innocent bystander, sort of just come around a blind corner and ran into T-Mac. And T-Mac was off, so I'm sure there'll be some discussions in the old steward room for you to deal with, unfortunately.
Yes, well,
But,
that is part and parcel with it.
But as it stands, it was a pretty damn good drive from Coach. Got a good start for the race and kept it clean. I think he had to make a couple of overtakes when he needed to, but he got it done.
Had a decent battle with Impulse.
Yeah, until Impulse sadly died a death. But yeah, good run. And it was nice to see a wet race that was nice and borderline. It wasn't pouring rain the whole time. It was right on that cusp. Got us some inters versus dries strategy stuff. And there is
great
your
job from
standings.
Smitty in his first race as well. Gets third.
Yeah, really impressive. Doesn't know.
Coach obviously with the win.
Didn't know who from who, so how they drive. So he did well to keep his nose clean and come home in third.
Yeah.
Impressive. And
Red Panda in second.
yeah, you can expect that, I guess. Kunai would agree with his car control. He's always going to be good in the wet. So that was our tier 2 race around Brazil. We've just got the one more to come. Just Abu Dhabi. And then it's all done for the season.
That's it. And then we'll have a short break over Christmas and next season will start.
And we'll come back and do it again. So stay tuned for that one. We've got still got 100%er next week, don't we? Along with the F2. So
Yeah.
still plenty of racing to come. Be a big final weekend for the title. So
That's it.
thanks to everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. I was C Carrot, and with me was Band and Nut. And we hope you have a good rest of the weekend and a good week. Catch
See
us.
you on Friday.
Yep, see ya.